Hi guys, I'm Dimension Jumper. Today we're reviewing Sonic Colors, which was released on November 11th in 2010 and released for the Nintendo Wii and DS and made by Sega. Now, the main part of this story is that Sonic and Tails go to this outer space theme park, which was created by Eggman, and they basically intend to stop him from basically trying to control Earth by using the power of these aliens called Wisps or something. And there are basically a lot of different planets that are based on a variety of things. So there's a planet that's got desserts, cakes and stuff like that. You've got a world that's a foresty type area with some machinery in it. There's an entire water-based world, and the list goes on. But there's only 5 planets, I think, 4 or 5. And basically, in order to free each planet, Sonic and Tails have to basically defeat different robots and basically take down some generators. And so yeah, that's basically the whole plot of this game, and I think it's quite enjoyable for plot. It's one of those Sonic plots that's quite easy to follow through, and it's kind of one of the more colourful Sonic games, unlike some other Sonic games like Sonic Unleashed in terms of its story. And throughout the game you basically go through a lot of levels that you can go at hyper speed, just like in every other Sonic game, but this time you'll be able to get some help from the Wisps. Now the Wisps are these basically alien creatures that can basically give Sonic different abilities. So there's a Wisp that can basically help Sonic turn into a laser. There's a Wisp that can turn Sonic into a drill. One that can make Sonic turn into a block. That sort of thing. And I think those are sort of good Sonic powers because each one is unique. None of them feels the same, and they just are really cool to use, and they're each in different levels, so you will always probably find different ones. So you might have a level that might have a drill Wisp, you might have a level that has a laser Wisp, and they're scattered throughout each level. Now, throughout the beginning of the game, you'll first encounter this boss, which is basically a giant pinwheel robot monster, and after that, after you've beaten the boss, you'll find that one of its parts has crashed into the part of the theme park, and it's kind of building up energy that's going to backfire at the end of the game, and that sort of thing. And throughout part of the game, one of Eggman's robots kind of has his voice distorted, sort of. It kind of changes throughout the game, and it's kind of there for comic relief. It's it changes slightly throughout the game. There's cowboy one, this kind of really annoying high pitched one, and then it goes all over the place. So yeah, and it does kind of get annoying at times throughout the game, but yeah. And now it's time for some gameplay. Now the world map kind of looks like this, so you can basically just use the cursor to basically move to each of the planets, and after you've beaten each boss, you'll basically just unlock new ones. And the map for each base or planet or whatever is kind of a linear passage. So you basically start with a different path, then you can split up into different paths. I think that's cool, but it's kind of linear because you're forced to go one main path, but it is kind of nice to basically just go towards a different path. So for example, you can go to Act 4 after beating Act 3, or you can go to Act 5 after beating Act 3, that sort of thing. And in each level, as you can see at the top of the screen where it says Act, you can see that you can either play different use different Wisps, and it changes depending on which level you're playing. So this one has the drill one and the piranha wisp, I think. And the gameplay itself is kind of simple. You basically just press A and like all the different things, and you basically go double jump, you go to pads, and basically just do all this different. Oh no, okay. So yeah, just you will only make sure to just what you're doing and stuff. So that's like a simple level. That's basically just basically just like a normal level, like you just go to the end. But if you go to a different level, let's say like Act 1, this is more of a free roaming-ish level sort of thing. It can in more 3D, and also you can collect different wisps, and it basically just, if you press B, if you press and hold B, you will gradually speed up. But you do have a limit, so I do advise you don't waste up all in one go, because you will lose a lot of boost. And also, if you defeat an enemy, you basically get more boost wisps, so that's kind of nice. And I do prefer the 3D levels more than the 2D levels, because it kind of looks cooler. And there will be some areas in the 3D levels that will require 3D to go to 2D, and there will be some quick time events, that sort of thing. And this game's really cool in a lot of areas, because you can basically it's so good. It's kind of hard to put into words. And basically, if you're on the rails, you can do some grind stuff that would give you bonus boosts. Yeah, so yeah, kind of cool. Yeah, and you can die in certain parts of the game, and you'll get checkpoints, but you do lose boosts if you do this. And you do get yeah, I think that's what I like about this game. It's just just you can basically do a variety of stuff you can do on the platform. Yeah. Yeah. Then at the end of the level, kind of in previous Sonic games, you basically just destroy the containers that the wisps are in and free them. And also on the award screen, you can move about, which I think is quite cool. And if you hit the numbers or the rank, they can move about. So yeah, now it's time to go back to the review. Now the bosses in this game are kind of similar. What I mean by this is that some of the bosses you fight just repeat, and I think that's kind of I mean, it's kind of nice to find these giant robots to fight and take down, so you can destroy the generators and free each planet. But some of the bosses repeat themselves. So as I said before, there's the first boss you fight is this big pinwheel boss, but then later on you fight the exact same one, and it's just the game could have gone well if they had there were a bit more variety in the boss department. I mean the bosses are good. It's just I kind of wish they had more interesting bosses. Yeah. So yeah, and one of the favourite things about this game, as I said before, are the wisps, because of just how much you can use them. And probably one of my favourite ones is, I think, possibly the purple one, because that the purple wisp can turn into this sort of fish piranha plant type thing, and it's quite cool because it's you can just tumble your way through enemies, and you can barely get hurt. So yeah, and at the end of the game, once you've freed every single planet and destroyed each generator, Eggman basically fight Sonic with basically this giant purple robot, and I guess that's kind of cool, but I kind of wished Eggman had, like, you know, another robot he designed that he controlled, kind of like, you know, in the previous Sonic games, like Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Lost Worlds, even though that came after Sonic Colors, like even from, like, you know, earlier Sonic games, like the first few ones, I kind of wish he controlled some of the earlier bosses in this game, like he made some and he controlled them himself. But yeah, and he comes with you with this giant robot, and you're probably wondering, oh, Sonic is going to use the power of the Chaos Emeralds to basically just beat the robot. But no, this is one of the few Sonic games that don't use the Chaos Emeralds in the last, like, final boss. Instead, you use all of the power of the wisps that you have found throughout the game, and I kind of like this because this takes away from, you know, the traditional Sonic final boss where Sonic powers up from the power of the Chaos Emeralds and basically becomes Super Sonic. That's kind of a nice way of, like, you know, not using the Chaos Emeralds. But if you do want to unlock the Chaos Emeralds, you will have to go through each level in the game and collect 5 red rings that are scattered throughout the level. And yeah, it is kind of repetitive if you're going through the game and you want to unlock Super Sonic, and then because you have to go not only to beat the game or the level, you have to go back through the entire level and collect any of the red rings that you might have missed. And then once you do unlock Super Sonic, you can use it throughout, like, you know, the levels, but you can only use it when you've collected, I think, around 50 rings or so, 50 to 100 rings. And I guess it's okay, but I kind of wished if, for the final boss, you went Super Sonic, but after realising that you couldn't beat the boss as Super Sonic, you had the powers of the wisps, and then they helped you beat the boss. I kind of wished for that kind of ending. It would have been slightly cooler. And yeah, so my final verdict for this game is that I think it's like one of those more enjoyable Sonic games. It's probably, out of all of Sonic games, probably one of my favourites. Probably my top 3 favourite Sonic games that I've played. And it's just, I kind of wish Sega went back to this kind of format in terms of level designs, because a lot of the levels are super good to play. And yeah, it's a really good game. I suggest you play this, even though it's on like a couple of year old console. But it's still a quite enjoyable game to play through. Like, you know, if you've got some time to kill, you can just play this game for a bit. But really good game, got some enjoyable moments. And yeah, so that's been my review for Sonic Colors for the Nintendo Wii. I hope you enjoyed that video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.